So for an offset, you can use different degrees to make the same offset.
Yep.
So I can make two 30-degree bends cover 4 inches. So an offset is the pipe straight, but you're trying to get over an obstacle.
Yep.
You're trying to bend it to then cover the distance.
Okay.
Love it. So say you need to cover something that's like a little wall, like 4 inches tall. You need to make a 4-inch offset.
Yep.
And we use 30-degree to make the bends because it's very easy to double the height, and that's the distance between the two.
Okay.
So an offset is just a two bends. So if we need to cover 4 inches, we're going to make them 3 inches apart at 30 degrees.
Yep.
And then it's like simple that way. You can do like, what is it, 22.5 degree, and then it's like, you have to then do there's a math chart to figure out the distance.
Yeah.
So this is math involved.
Yeah,
Doing
lots of math.
Yeah.
But with the 30, it keeps it pretty easy. Like you just double the distance, so it's not always, you're dealing with the numbers.
And so you found some shortcuts and it make it easier so when you're in the field you don't have to pull
Yeah.
up
Do
a
a
paper
chart,
or a chart or
do
like that.
calculations, stuff like that. So we'll just do a 4-inch, since that's what I was talking about. So we're going to take our piece of conduit. Here. 8 measures. This, and lay it around. So we're just going to make 2 marks, 8 inches apart. Do 1 mark. Here, all the way around. So I drew that black line. It's going to go 8 inches from that.
I think you're bending the wrong way. That's right.
To bend anything less than a 90, you do it with the bender upright like this.
Okay.
And is it the star or the arrow?
We can use the arrow.
So
oh yeah,
right
go
on the
over
bender.
too. Yeah.
On the bender, there's an arrow where there's two places you can line up there's the arrow. You can point to that, or on the side there's a star. You can also line it up. They're used for different kinds of bends. But to do the 30-degree offset, you line it up with the arrow.
Yeah.
You put your foot right here, and then you bend down.
And then, yeah, we have him do it. And then, so when you bend down, you see these lines. You're basically trying to get this to go like parallel with the line, like
The
straight
bottom
to the
of
line,
the
lined up with the line. And you like when you bend it, you're gonna think that you're not like all the way, but it really is. You just put pressure with this back hand down, and then watch it for that 30-degree line.
One thing too is straight when it's down, wrap that around the ground.
Yeah, so believe it or not, like, you're actually over. So imagine that line going like straight.
Okay. All
So
right.
then what we could do, we could actually do it by hand. We could,
What's the distance between? That's the good thing about this.
You don't make that.
very easy to fix this. Then we can check it. Look back
This one is like dog.
and then all you do is then you take it, flip it over. And then the key here is to kind of like look down the pipe. And then we call this like dogging it, because if you bend it on a slant, now when you put it down, it's going to like not be flush with the ground. Like straight down it. The best you can, because you can always go back to the stuff that guy did a second ago. Right. That's what you can always end up doing it after anyways. So,
And then mark there. You do the same thing going to the 30.
yeah, right?
Yep.
And then go into that 30. And then just kind of look down, try to keep it as straight as you can with the bender. And you kind of saw how, like, you're just imagining that line there in your head, like, straight. Yeah, pretty good. Now we can check. Now you can imagine, we can see we're going to clear it. it's not.
It's a little bit pointed down.
Yeah,
but
it's
you
a
can
little
always
pointed down, and this is where our adjustments come in. Look, it's not really dogged at all. You actually did a really good job of not like having one side. Because sometimes one side will be like this,
Yep.
but it's like
But it's level.
that's actually like really good. But here, if we lay it flat,
If you're
can
making
see-
this price, use a separate.
and it goes up a little bit.
Okay.
So now by hand, we're just gonna like push that.
All you're doing now is creating a
put it in there.
Take it down, buddy.
So when you're doing stuff, like, is it like spot on? It's got to be the 30 degrees, or
Yeah,
is this
like-
something that you could play with in the field?
You'd want it like spot on, within a quarter inch is our rule of thumb. Like within a
Yeah,
quarter inch.
but it all depends on how long the run is. Because if it's a little bit off in such a small bend, if it's only going from like a box to here to here, it's not like the biggest deal. But if it's like 100 feet or something, even just a little bit unnoticeable could be like feet.
Yeah, that little slight like bend up turns into a way off like
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Good job, Sean. No, thank you.